Good morning, my lovelies. This is now day two. Actually, day two. I completed the second day of my intermittent all day fasting yesterday. And today is my day where I can eat, but I have not broken my fast yet. It is now almost 7 a.m. It's still dark out. But I got my fire going. Anyhow, so yesterday was a lot easier, the second day of intermittent fasting, so that's alternate days. So that means that my first day was on the 30th of December, and the second day, the 31st, was New Year's Eve, so we ate. It was, as long as it was within an 8-hour window. So it's an 8-hour window that you choose to do your eating. And, because it was the holidays, I even had a bit of that plum pudding that Mr. made. Oh my God, was it ever decadent? Crazy. Yeah, but it was almost nauseating. It was so sweet. But I tried it, and it was kind of fun to do that because I haven't had sugar in like over a year, pretty much. So that's that it was easier. It was a lot easier. The only time I experienced a little bit of difficulty was having Damon sit opposite me in front of the fire, munching on corn chips and salsa, his favorite. So, but he doesn't have to fast as often as I want to. So he's only doing 2 days a week of fasting for the health benefits, whereas I'm doing 3 days a week. So when am I going to break my fast? Looking at the clock, I'm going to probably maybe around 10 or 11. And then 8 hours later, the wrap up is, usually around 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And that's a good time. So I know that as of 2 days ago, my last meal was at 6 p.m. in the evening. And so as of right now, it's almost 7. So I've been fasting for 37 hours. And yeah, I'm going to try to do it to the 38, 39, 40 hours is really good. It's not so hard. In the morning, right after sleeping, I don't feel hungry at all. I just had my my water, which I know it's an innocent gun. What is it? Innocent gun. Yes, I had beer with Mr. Two for our New Year's celebration, and it's actually quite nice because it was just him and I, with of course the animals too. But we were going to have guests come over, but then the weather did not cooperate, so it just ended up being a nice, lovable, loving evening together. So anyway, getting back to the fasting, the alternate day fasting, I have put videos up with really good talks on alternate day fasting and why it's so great. And there's a particular one by Jason Fung, Dr. Jason Fung. He's a really great researcher in this area, and he gives a lot of really, really good information. So, the question is, so why does fasting work? Why? Well, I think from an evolutionary standpoint, for hundreds of thousands of years, really. I mean, I don't know how long human beings really have been here, and there's all kinds of speculation, but let's say human beings have been here for about 100,000 years, let's say. That's a long time to be able for the body to adapt to fasting, because that would have happened. You wouldn't have had easy access to food. You wouldn't have been eating every 3 to 6 hours like we do now. It's crazy how much we eat, really. Think about it. We don't really need to eat that much. Now it's okay, let's say on your eating day, have fun. Go to town. Don't even bother with counting calories. Just watch your macros a bit. Go easy on the carbs. Have your fats. Have your proteins. What makes you feel good. Eat lots of greens. Lots of alkaline foods are beneficial, especially for the organs. So, but don't sit there and worry about your resting your resting basal metabolic rate, your BMR. That's your resting metabolism, because when you fast, your metabolism goes up. When you restrict your calories, your metabolism goes down. So then after a long period of time, you could be eating fewer calories, but you're still at risk of gaining the weight because your metabolism has gone down. The great thing with fasting is it spikes you right back up again. So you don't really go into that having to watch your resting rate. Just keep fasting every other day. Or if you want, you can even do a few days in a row. Like some people do some pretty intense fasts, and so what do you drink during your fast? Well, water is the best. And as I mentioned before, because I'm trying to heal this arthritis in my fingers, but also for the rejuvenation properties, I also allowed myself a limited amount of bone broth during the day. And that really helped, because bone broth does provide some protein, but it's very, very, very low calorie. It's like about 200 calories per cup. So as long as, according to Dr. Fung, you keep it to 500 calories or less, you're still doing pretty good. So now some people don't like that. If they're really, really serious about losing the weight, then they may want to just stick with water. And we've got the best water up here in the Highlands. The best fucking water. So good. Anyway, and keep it to clear teas, coffee, that sort of stuff. But that's it. But today, I'll let you know what I'm going to break my fast with. Maybe I'll videotape it and put it on the channel. So yeah, keep your metabolism spiked. And also decrease insulin resistance, because fasting will decrease insulin resistance. And a lot of people struggle with insulin resistance because of high carb diets, because of the high amount of sugar. Oh my God, sugar is in everything. It's not until you try to cut out sugar, or you make the effort to cut out sugar, that you realize, oh my fucking God, how much sugar is there in everything? It's crazy. Even stuff that doesn't need to be so sweet or sweet at all. It doesn't even need to be sweetened. It has sugar in it. It's disgusting. So anyway, be mindful of that. You don't need all that sugar. It's not good for you. You store it in your liver. Your liver doesn't like it. And then after a while, your liver turns that sugar into fat. And you get a fatty liver, and that's its own problem. So get on the fasting bandwagon, folks. It might be the best thing you did in 2020. Oh, and I forgot to mention, my energy levels are a lot more today. Like I felt a bit that kind of keto flu thing at first, but that's gone. And I think the bone broth helped a lot with that. So yeah, I have a lot more energy today, and I keep looking forward to improved energy levels, improved oxygen levels, all kinds of benefits that come from this alternate day intermittent fasting. So I'll chat with you guys again soon. Bye for now.